The next lesson is on Jenny's swim practice. Jenny's swim practice, she's on the local swim team for the summer and has swim practice for 4 days per week. So she swims 4 days a week. Okay. The schedule is the same every day. The team swims in the morning and then again for 2 hours in the evening. So we have a morning time and we have an evening time for 2 hours. Okay. So if she swims 12 hours a week, how long does she swim each morning? So if we take the total of this, we have 12 hours a week. Okay. So we need to set this up as an equation and then try and solve how many hours it takes. So this is our unknown right here. This is what we don't know, and that's what we need to find out. So when we have an unknown, we usually put a variable in there. So let's call this variable m. So the morning, how many hours in the morning is what m is going to be. M is the number of hours in the morning. Okay, so we know that her schedule is the same every day. So if she swims 4 days a week, she does how many each day? Well, that would be m plus 2. We would do the morning hours plus the evening hours. So m plus 2. And then we need to represent that 4 days a week. So we're going to multiply that by 4, the whole thing. So we're going to take the sum and multiply it by 4. And then how many hours total is that going to be? That's going to equal 12 hours. Okay? So this is our equation. Now we're going to go and solve it. So this is a unique equation because we have a sum that is being multiplied by 4. So how do we take care of that? The easiest way that I know how is to get rid of the 4. And how do we get rid of the 4? If the 4 is being multiplied by something, we have 2 factors in the problem. We have the factor of 4 and we have the factor of m plus 2. So if we know that 4 times something equals 12, and you're kind of getting where I'm going with this already, I hope. 4 times something equals 12, we can almost figure out what this is, okay? So if I have this 4 here, and I want to get rid of this 4 by doing something to it to get rid of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole equation, this side, or this whole expression here, and I need to find a 1 to represent this. So I'm going to multiply this whole side of the expression by 1/4, because what's going to happen when I do that? I'll show you in a minute, but again, I'm going to do the same thing to both sides because this is that property of equality that says if I multiply by the same thing on both sides, then these two will remain equal, okay? So this is algebraically solving this. What happens now when I take 1/4 times 4? I'm going to have 4 over 4, which is 1. So if I take 1 times any number, I get the same number. So this factor is all that remains, m plus 2. I have just eliminated, I can write this 1 times m plus 2, but we know what that's going to be. It's just going to be m plus 2. That's it. And over here, if I take 12 times 1/4, that would be 12 divided by 4 is 3. So I end up with m plus 2 equals 3. And I want to know, how do I get rid of the 2? Now I want to make a 0 out of this 2. If I make a 0 out of this 2, then I have m by itself. So I can subtract 2 from both sides using the property of equality. Subtract 2 from both sides, that equals m plus 0 is still m equals 1. Now we're gonna check our answer by putting it into our equation and see if it works. So I have 4 times 1 plus 2 equals 12. And the only thing I did was put the 1 in for the M, for the morning hours. So 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 equals 12. It comes out to be a true statement. So we know that we've checked our answer and we've got it correct. Okay? So we will try some more in class when you come into class tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Make sure if there's any questions that you have on this, that you write the questions down and we'll discuss the questions first.